Here in the city of Lagos, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the evening rush right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. It's quite a beautiful day, I must tell you, and I always encourage us most of the time to get ourselves politically inclined and to also keep ourselves abreast of issues that is affecting every sector of Nigeria. You can never tell how the information you hear would help you navigate or help you recalibrate your activities. At this point in time, Nigeria can be seen as very unpredictable. You very well know that. It's a very unpredictable atmosphere we're actually living right now in Nigeria. You can never tell. So every day comes with a surprise. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Evening Rush. My name is Esther Machuku, and this is Voice of the People 90.3 FM. This is basically where we resonate your voice, we resonate your needs, and this is basically where we intellectually edify ourselves. Officially, I welcome you. And we do this audio visuals. I will kindly implore you to go to the YouTube application on your device, which is your Android or iOS device, and type VOP 903 FM, and voila, you actually see us there live streaming, so that you can begin to contribute even before the phone lines are opened and we begin to read your WhatsApp messages. Today is interesting, I must tell you, and I'm sure a couple of you know if you had listened to the world news at 6. But first of all, let's start off with the fact that the Nigerian police were able to foil an attempted attack, and they rescued 76 children in Kaduna. The Nigerian police fought that attack, and obviously it was a planned kidnapping of children in Kasuwan Magani area of Kaduna State. They rescued 76 minors and arrested 3 suspects. According to the police, the operation was carried out on Monday, January 5, 2026, following credible intelligence about the movement of suspected bandits in the area. I must say that the one thing that actually made Nigeria stand up on its 10 toes is the situation with Trump, and our security agencies have been seriously working. In fact, one of the generals very recently, the Nigerian army was able to rescue him from the claws of those bandits, and it was actually not the type you consider to be negotiation. It was a bloody shootout, and they were able to rescue him. That's a very good thing. I hope that they ramp up more efforts, both air force and ground troops, so that these guys will not continue to dictate to us how we live our lives, and we are no longer having to rely on Trump to use whatever weaponry they need to use to rout out these terrorists. Interesting too, I must tell you. Again, the EFCC is actually accusing politicians of smear campaign against the EFCC chairman Oluyede, and they are vowing to resist the blackmail. So they said that there are certain political interest groups that are seeking to frustrate investigations and prosecutions, and I'm sure we're not surprised that this is coming up because of the case of Malami. Well, today, being January 7, the anti-graft agency warned that individuals with vested interests in suspects currently being investigated or prosecuted by the commission were sponsoring media attacks against the EFCC and its chairman. The reason why a lot of Nigerians have been speaking lately is concerning the case of Yahaya Bello, which is a very recent case from the previous administration, late Muhammadu Buhari. Now, some Nigerians are saying that this man, Malami, is possibly because he's now in the opposition. You guys all of a sudden remember that you have a case against him. You were able to monitor all his accounts and all whatnot, and that of Yahaya Bello is stalling. You're taking time. Malami and Yahaya Bello were in the same period, the same administrative era as Buhari. So why is it taking you time to prosecute Yahaya Bello? And so they're saying that there is a political interest possibly coming from the presidency, and that's why they feel that the whole situation with Malami is targeted. A cross-section of Nigerians believe that Malami deserves what is currently going on, if only the EFCC can spread its net as well and, bring out more elitist cases, especially cases that involved APC politicians, not just necessarily the opposition. So Nigerians can feel a sense of objectivity in how the EFCC is carrying out its investigation procedures. Well, while that is ongoing, they are warning that there should be no smear campaign against Olukoyede. Now, going on to the situation with, what's his name, Fubara, right about now, it's not surprising because there are talks that Wike labeled Fubara as a bad child. He labeled the River State governor as a bad child. Wike was during the renewed Hope Family Thank You visit to Ahuada East local government area today at Ahuada main town. He accused Fubara of cancelling an employment process undertaken by his administration, which engaged 10,000 youth in the state. Wike claimed that his administration has employed 10,000 youth into different sectors of the state's economy, but that Fubara sacked the beneficiaries. The minister also blasted Fubara for taking credit for the construction of the Ahwada Omoku and Emwaha Kalabari Road, stressing that he had made 70% payment on the road before handing over to Fubara's administration. Interesting times. Now, the situation with Wike is ongoing, and the president has been moved to sack the FCT minister. The Karamchi Online Journalist Forum have urged President Tinubu to sack Nyesom Wike, the minister of the FCT, over an alleged rift involving Governor Sim Fubara of Rivers State. Sani Ahmed Zagina, who is the national chairman of the Online Journalist Forum, said that it was unfair and unbecoming of a non-member of the APC to ridicule a sitting governor of the ruling party. Remember as well that yesterday, the APC National Secretary also mandated Tinubu to choose between Wike and them, indeed, who he considers to be more important. That Wike is bringing in the politics of destabilization that he caused in the PDP into the APC, and that they will not allow it. Obviously, you know as well that yesterday, or in fact, all throughout the tour Wike went through in Rivers, a lot of confessions are being made as to how elections were supposedly rigged, how they were able to present votes for Tinubu. A lot of things emerged, millions of naira that were spent. We don't know whether it's his personal money or the state money. Talked about the fact that he stepped on several toes to ensure that he delivers Rivers State to the president. And so there are talks that some members in the APC are not comfortable that Wike may begin to overspill because he has a penchant for talking when he feels threatened. Others believe that Wike is drowning, he's been put in a corner, and he's grasping at any claw to remain relevant. And one of the things that he may want to utilize is by exposing certain things that were done to ensure that Tinubu emerges as the president in 2023. And a couple of persons say that threat is not going to work because a lot of Nigerians already knew. Well, we're going to see about that as the development unfolds. Meanwhile, Datti Baba Ahmed has come out to blast at those who led the Labour Party. He called them political travelers. He says he remains a strong member and a strong ally of the Labour Party. But there is a confusion because based on the Supreme Court ruling, Julius Abure is no longer recognized as the Labour Party national chairman. Already right now, the Labour Party does not have any candidate. Their cases are in court, and for now all of their candidates were disqualified. The FCT council elections are meant to take place. The Labour Party could not present any candidate. So what happened? Now you recall that 2 months ago, Datti Baba Ahmed also tried to reconcile some members within the Labour Party. He emphasized that Peter Obi and him remains a strong member of the Labour Party. He also said that this party won the elections in 2023 and he doesn't understand why they cannot run with the party. I want you to also recall that Datti Baba Ahmed was part of those that were joined the ADC when they unveiled. We saw them along with Peter Obi when they unveiled. But when he came out from that meeting that day, after that unveiling, we never saw him anymore with any of the ADC members. He also castigated them. He maintained that he was not comfortable with the crop of politicians in the ADC, and he doesn't see himself and Peter Obi aligning with such persons or sharing political ideologies with such persons. So is it surprising to hear Datti Baba Ahmed speak that he's remaining in the Labour Party? However, I want us to take a brief listen to this. Remember, this is politics. It's not personal. Every politician has their personal interest. Remember that. Datti Baba Ahmed said the reason why he actually ran as a vice presidential candidate was because it was that he was trying to respect the gentleman agreement, specifically coming from the previous party he was in, which was considered a major opposition party, whereby it is a turn of the South. But as it stands now, he has presented himself with the Labour Party. So it means the Labour Party may not be going through the zoning formula. So questions are now, if the Labour Party intends to zone to the north instead of the south, as is the supposed agreement, what stops the ADC from going through the whole open blanket and not zoning anything? Well, let's listen to Datti Baba Ahmed. Like I said, there is nothing personal, so nobody should start calling him names or whatever. It is his choice to remain in the Labour Party if he believes that the Labour Party presents a better opportunity.
PDP, again, being the leading opposition political party, Again, based on principles, I walked away from 2022 Kaduna State governorship primaries, being that I decided to respect the rotation of presidency between North and South for 2023 to 2027. For avoidance of doubt, I have consistently remained in a party called the leading opposition political party in Nigeria. I saw a great opportunity for national unity in electing His Excellency Peter Obi in 2023, and so gladly answered when I was invited to serve as vice presidential candidate. Make no mistake, we won this election. The rest is history and an academic exercise. Now in Labour Party, I intend to remain in Labour Party. This is not to say that I am unaware of sinister political assignments always at work. A party that presented 10 million votes to the courts deserves respect and loyalty. A party that united genuine democratic citizens needs to be sustained. A party that mobilized Nigerian youth must be promoted. I had earlier engaged all party members to reconcile, and while some heeded my calls, others took offense and proceeded to defect. No regrets to me for this role, however, as a leader in this party. In this defection case, neither my humble self nor the Labour Party are the aggressors. A group of political travelers welcomed in 2022 with a presidential ticket continued with their journey. Simple. This is a fact to keep in mind in anticipation of the ever-ready hostile online attitudes. With all humility, Labour Party can flaunt its successes in the presence of financial difficulties in an era of perfected electoral fraud. Labour Party produced a state governor, 8 senators, about 40 House of Reps, about 45, about 50 state House of Assembly members, most of whom have now defected. And again, I am proud to be associated with real members like my brother, Honorable Beni. Labour Party is now free to learn from past errors and omissions and present best candidates in 2027. And to this end, I hasten to say that there is a whole generation of highly educated, experienced and well-motivated Nigerians in the waiting to be led by a new kind of leader to a new kind of party. That party is Labour Party. That leader is for Labour Party to find. Nigeria does not lack good people to lead. The good people avoid unhealthy political culture in expensive platforms under undemocratic godfathers. Labour Party is still in good shape and has somewhat been relieved. Now is the time to quickly re-engineer. With the right candidates, 2027 election victory can be assured. Reconciliation efforts began earlier will be sustained. No one will be asked to leave anymore. All members are welcome to rebuild the party and promote their individual political aspirations. Labour Party, by its name, its design, its philosophy is that unique party bona fidely concerned with welfare of citizens. And because the bourgeois are comfortable, Labour concentrates on the working class, the trading class, and the middle class. I see in Labour Party the right leader, with the right leader in Nigeria, a Nigeria with realistic living wages, which indeed is a prerequisite for a just and egalitarian society supported by a functioning public service.
All right, that was Datti Baba Ahmed there. Obviously, you heard the subtle jab at a section or a faction of the Labour Party that left. Okay, quite interesting. Like I said, we've not heard anything from Peter Obi, although Datti Baba Ahmed and Peter Obi maintained a very good relationship. But Datti Baba Ahmed went ahead to say that after all, he actually had a presidential interest before Peter Obi decided to come out and declare, as a presidential candidate way back in 2023, meaning that he had always and campaigned to be a presidential candidate before Peter Obi declared. So it's not wrong if he considers himself in the running. Now, if you recall, I think a month or 2 months ago, Datti Baba Ahmed has said he's not running, that there are actually 2 or 3 people that he feels he would throw his weight behind, aside from Peter Obi, if those people disclose their intention to run. So the question is, what happened between then and now? Datti Baba Ahmed has been known to be someone who is very straight to the point, doesn't mince words. He says it as it is. He's just like Omoyele Sowore. He says it as it is. But at this point in time, his candidacy or his consideration in the Labour Party, with all the imbroglio that is unfoiling within the Labour Party, is that the right political party for him? That's one. 2, how come all of a sudden it's evident that Julius Abure and Datti Baba Ahmed seem to have a good relationship now? Does it mean that all the while the situation with Peter Obi was ongoing, Datti Baba Ahmed was not in the mix? He wasn't part of the they were a package, so they were not part of those who had issues with Julius Abure. Again, let's see how it goes. Possibly now the court will be able to resolve issues within the Labour Party, and then they will have a clear direction now that Peter Obi is no longer there. Abure and Arabambi have said that Peter Obi and the likes were the issue, were the cause of the problem and the friction in the Labour Party. And according to them, they said, well, bye-bye to, whatever, understand the phrase. Good riddance to. Anyway, as it stands right now, the ADC is a party that Peter Obi belongs to. Meanwhile, the Obedient Movement has dismissed efforts by a faction of the PDP to court Peter Obi. Now, the national coordinator of the Obedient Movement, Yunus Atanko, told Newsmen in Abuja that the party's internal crisis has weakened any attempt to lure Obi to the party. Yunus was reacting to reports of planned consultations by the PDP leadership. He questioned both the logic and credibility of the outreach at a time the party is grappling with internal disputes. Again, the talk about the zoning. Is the zoning considered to be relevant now? If Datti Baba Ahmed says, I'm open and I need you to consider me, declaring his intention to run, now that it is supposedly the time of the South. So if the Labour Party is opening their tickets, they're not looking at any zone, whether North or South or whatever. What stops the ADC from employing the same method? That's another question. Secondly, Dele Momodu is saying that there are aggressors within the ADC and that these aggressors are trying to stunt the progress by determining certain narratives that if a certain political candidate does not emerge as a presidential aspirant of that party or the presidential flag bearer of the ADC, that they would not throw their weight behind it. So he was warning the board of members of the ADC to be careful that these aggressors may cause conflict like they did in the Labour Party. Who is he referring to here? Are they saying that the Obedients are always aggressors and they're the ones that are always causing issues? We'll be looking into this in the course of the conversation this evening. I have Mr. Elvis Elimehele right here with me in the studio. Today it's Wednesday. Mr. Elvis, good evening. Thank you for joining us.
Good evening, Esther, and good evening to our esteemed listeners.
What's happening? Why you fold hand like this? Which kind of code did they catch you? Is it the matter with the talk when they give you code?
All the matter when you read, not reach for code to catch me. This is just today is just 7.
Today is just 7, though.
New Year.
The drama, eh?
The drama.
Oh, weak me, girl.
Drama don't take over the whole space now. I don't weak now.
Wait, see, they don't allow us sleep.
Ah.
We don't even say this week some companies never resume.
No, yes, now.
Now next week they go resume.
Yes, now.
Already
politics don't
wahala.
resume where.
Now we can start this drama.
Yes.
Now we can cause am. You don't even gree make anybody lie down. You just start to do huga.
And it's still going around. 23 local government and small thing. Not be my
now campaign be that thing. There is nothing you won't tell me. You say they do tour of communities.
After 2.5 years now they do.
You can imagine.
Thank you.
They go everywhere. They meet everywhere. They meet everybody.
I'm meeting the traditional ruler and warning them stay away from politics.
Stay away from politics. It's even saying if at all you want to be part of it, support me. Support me. Do you know what's his name? That's a German. That's ex-militant. That one talk say 2023 elections. Say na the other party, Labour Party, will rig elections. Say no be APC rig elections.
Yes.
Now wetin he talk o?
Say
na Labour Party rigged the election.
He don't change mad now.
No, now wetin he talk? Say na Labour Party.
He say he's going to support Tinubu. You know at the time,
no, he had
a video that he was abusing Tinubu.
It was that time when they no give him contract. Later he
don't change mad.
He can't turn to Igbo matter. Can't use Igbo matter they talk. After that, can't turn to Biafra. Can't turn to Obi. Now obviously we already knew where his support was.
And you know during the emergency rule, he was against Wike. He was supporting Fubara. But now that Wike went to his palace now, let's see whether he will support Tinubu at the federal and support Fubara at the state. You know,
I don't think he has not said anything.
He has not said anything about.
He's been quiet about that Fubara matter.
Yes.
All right, please go ahead.
It's a tough one, Esther. I don't even know where we are going to start from. I don't know because I saw this Baba Datti talking and I sympathize with him. Honestly, he meant good, but the people around him, how is he going to control? Anyway, the first thing they should do is all the cases in the court, Labour Party. Let him talk with Abure and others. Let them go and withdraw the cases in the court. Let them now come up with a formidable leadership for Labour Party, so that Labour Party will be able to feature candidates even in the 2027 general election. Because as it is, we don't even know who is going to sign their form. That's the problem. That's what most of these Labour Party people are running from, because it is not sufficient for you to pick a form and somebody else signs the form, and at the end of the day you win the election and they go to court and tell you, oh, your election was signed by the wrong person. You know, you see what happened in Plateau State, Esther. You know, Plateau State PDP lost almost all the legislators in Plateau State because of court ruling. Even the governor would have been affected if the case, the governorship case ends in the Supreme Court. Yeah. It was the Supreme Court that bailed the governors out. All the legislators that their matter ended at the appeal court are at home today. They lost their seat. So that's what most of the Labour Party people should try as much as possible to guide against, one, and even the PDP too, because as we speak, the case of the PDP is also still in court. We don't even know who is also the leader, in PDP at the moment. The matter is playing out now in Ekiti State at the moment. So you see, there are monumental issues in all the political parties. That's what ADC should guide against. It's not just that everybody is moving in there now. They are moving in. By this time last Wednesday, some other persons were calling me member of APC and all that, some of our listeners. But almost everything I said that day, is it not playing out now? We just saw now that Atiku Abubakar said he's going to contest in ADC. That's what I said last Wednesday, that if Atiku is contesting, he's going to give Obi a very slim chance to get the ticket. What did they say? They said, I'm a card-carrying member of APC. I don't belong to any political party. I'm only trying to analyze the political situation of the country. Now, Obi has decamped last Wednesday on the 31st to ADC. And within 1 week now, Atiku is telling Nigerians now that he is contesting. Okay, we have two major contenders now. Some others may join. And my fear has always been, if Atiku contests, Obi is going to ADC might have issues. And Obedient are saying they don't want to hear anything that has to do with vice presidential candidate Obi becoming vice to anybody. Obi himself, I don't want to be vice, having toured the world and met rulers, presidents in the world.
Yeah.
I am not coming to become a vice to anybody. I'll be meeting presidents. So my position also is to come and contest as president of Nigeria. All these are issues that I don't know how ADC will manage it, because we have heard what Dele Momodu said now. He's already calling names. Aggressors. He's already using some names that are not too good.
He said the obedience are trying to cause a disruption and confusion.
Yes.
That Peter Obi already knew that they are trying to have what you call an open system, where everyone is available. If you have an intention, fine, come in, and when it's time for them to conduct their primaries, it's an open ticket. Atiku reiterated just yesterday that he's not stepping down.
He's not stepping down
anybody.
Yes,
he's not doing that. And so, if you think you have the potential, come in and pull your weight. But Momodu is not happy with the narratives he's hearing on social media. He says that for them to remain a formidable force, they cannot start having confusions within the party already, because already as it stands now, they need to recalibrate. They need to calibrate fast, and that their grassroots identification needs to be deeply rooted, because the APC is far long gone ahead in doing all of that. Already you can see the machinations at play. So he's saying that these aggressors should not come in and cause confusion. So, do you think that the obedience are aggressors, or they are literally saying that respect the gentleman agreement, which we know is not in the constitution, but the whole situation is to prevent a certain ethnic group from continuing to rule the nation. So if we want to experience peace, then let it be balanced. That's the plan. But however, since it's not yet in the constitution, and it doesn't stop anyone from having to, they consider it to be undemocratic to impose a certain whatever that is not in the constitution. Why are these aggressors, as Dele Momodu is saying, trying to cause any chaos or whatever? Because Aisha Yusuf. She's now one of the top board members in the ADC. They're trying to balance it, so it's not seem as if it's an Atiku affair where you have mostly Atiku people at that particular hem of affairs. However, the fact that they are calling for a situation where respect the gentleman agreement, how are they aggressors?
That's the big issue, Esther.
Okay.
You see, this was the same thing that brought PDP to where it is now. Is where we're also going to now in Labour Party. In
Labour Party?
in ADC. You see, this, if leaders don't speak to issues as it's expected to be, there will always be problem. In 2023, PDP could not stand their ground and say, it must be a certain candidate, so that we can also share that vote in the south. Then we go to the north and see how we can make it up and get to the presidential and get to the to Aso Rock. They could not do that. That brought the problem in PDP to where it is today. That led to the G5 that Wike capitalized on and found the G5 that where PDP is now. Such matter now is almost entering into ADC now. If ADC is now pretending to tell Nigeria, we are trying the ticket open, which means ADC has also told the line that the PDP told in 2001. They want to told the same line that the PDP told in 2023 that led to where PDP is today. One would have expected that ADC, as it is now, would have said, okay, this gentleman agreement, shaking the hand across the north and south now that we have, okay, let it go to the north, let it go to the south. Yes, so that at least both part of the country will have a fair share in that biggest office of the nation, Aso Rock. It's a good one for now. It's a good one. Now, ADC is trying to jettison that now and say the ticket is going to be opened. The ticket is going to be opened, Esther. It's a political statement.
It's a political statement.
Absolutely. One would have expected that, okay, if you're actually saying APC has not done well, you don't mind the way you kill your enemy, provided the enemy dies.
All right.
That's how it's an adage in my place. Now, if APC is your problem, why don't you also look for a way to say, okay, let's tour along with this gentleman agreement of, say, north and south. Let's get a candidate from the south. The candidate is coming in to do a one tenor if eventually they win. Obi has told Nigerians that 4 years is enough for him if he gets to Aso Rock to position Nigeria and restructure as expected. let's now try and see if we can get that formidable candidate from the south, and let us rally around him.
Okay.
And see and tell Nigerians that this is our candidate, get the vote, and if eventually wins, he will complete the tenure of the southern part of Nigeria between 2027 to 2031. Then we cannot turn back and say, okay, now at that time it's going to be neutral. Even the APC would have completed their own. PDP is still in the dungeon. We don't know where it is. ADC would have said, okay, now we get the south 4 years to complete the southern part of Nigeria. Now it is now automatically coming to the north. They cannot feature a candidate from the north. And that time you see the southern people would have seemed so respected. They will also align with them.
But the thing is that for the southern region or the southern zone, they have 4 years. They're saying that Atiku should support Peter Obi for this 4 years. Mm-hmm. But some people are now saying this. What if Peter Obi emerges and for the 4 years he really does something good drastically, like the changes are very obvious, and the people say we want you to go the second term, but then there is already an agreement by certain persons that no, after this first term you need to step down, possibly then you can now support an Atiku. We don't know any other northern candidate, but
aspirant.
So there are talks that this is one of the fears. There are fears that maybe Peter Obi will do so well, and when it's time for the North, some Nigerians will say, you guys, this guy is doing so well, because obviously he's entitled to 8 years. What if that could be one of the reasons why it may be difficult to persuade some sections to say, you know what, let's stick with this. He would stick to the agreement of just 4 years, or I don't think he will stick to it, and he also constitutionally is allowed to do 8 years. Do you get my drift?
No, Esther, if we are aligning with this gentleman agreement of North and South, let us not jettison it. Let us not utter it.
All right.
Obi has made some statements which let's take this those statements from him like a kind of mantra. He has said, I will do 4 years, and 4 years is enough for me to position this country as expected. If going by that, how many Nelson Mandela did only one tenure in South Africa after 27 years in prison. Today, he handed over to Thabo Mbeki. Thabo Mbeki didn't do badly as president.
Yeah.
So, if that structure is laid, and after Obi's 4 years, Obi can also become another statesman that will be part of those that will, get his successor.
Okay.
Obi is so intelligent that he cannot even hand over to somebody that will become a puppet or a mediocre after he's leaving. And that is the person that every other person in ADC would have said, okay, will rally around after Obi's 4 years. 4 years is enough for somebody to actually put structures on ground. Then the next person that is coming can now begin to develop on those structures, because this is a part. Let's not forget that party is not all about Obi. It's all about ideology.
Yes.
It's all about manifestos.
But somehow, Mr. Elvis, as it stands now, if certain persons are ready to go with Obi regardless of their dispute with certain elements in that party, it tells you that sometimes party is about the candidate. For Wike himself, when he was doing his political analysis, he said the real political persons of interests that is giving the rev and anticipation for 2027 is Tinubu and Peter Obi. Every other person is not significant. The two star persons in this political heist, I want to call it a political heist because they're going to deploy measures, is Tinubu and Peter Obi. And he has aligned with Tinubu. Peter Obi has a lot of hurdles to cross. He needs major support, specifically from the north, because you already know the terminology that has been applied, the ethnic sentiments
and the religious coloration
exactly that the APC has utilized. So they've landlocked the southwest. They would tell you he's your brother, vote for him, regardless of your disparity towards him. And even if some of them don't like it, the majority would go for it. The South, which is what Wike is trying to do, is saying all of us, let's rally for Tinubu. We have a better opportunity in 2027. And he's referring to developments, he's referring to monetary allocation, and he's also referring to nominations in the federal character and all of that. So in this particular instance, most people they veer for personality. They're not really looking at ideology. In the case of Labour Party, Datti Baba Ahmed is looking at ideology. That's why he says he's not going to the ADC. that for him, this party won the elections in 2023. So why are there discrepancies concerning what he stated?
For Datti Ahmed, he has a long rope. First of all, they have to settle all the quagmires within the Labour Party before they can even talk of a candidate, if a suitable candidate for 2027 election.
You're speaking from the legal perspective.
Legal perspective,
okay.
Yes. The legal perspective, all the cases in the court, they have to find a way to bring, go out of court and settle themselves in-house. Then they also now have to think of how to win the Nigerians back. Because most of the Nigerians that went to Labour Party went with Obi in 2023.
Yes.
Now, those are the obedient. And they have always been telling Nigerians that wherever Obi goes, they will go with him. Which means, at the moment now, obedience are hanging with Obi in ADC.
Yeah.
And now, ADC have not come out clearly and to tell Nigerians where the pendulum of their primaries is going to swing. They are telling Nigerians now, political matter. That is, we are going to open it. That's not what obedient are looking for. That's not what obedient are expecting. They just want to be
certain that you will emerge as their candidate.
Exactly. You know, we said this thing last Saturday, last Wednesday. My colleague here was saying Obi is not a small person. It's an adult, that there would have been some understanding before he went to ADC. I said, well, if there is an agreement and an understanding, good. But we were not there and we are not privy to that. We are not analyzing what we don't know about. But what we are analyzing is if really ADC wants to be clear and want to tell Nigerians that they want to become a formidable opposition, ADC is supposed to toe this line of, okay, north and south for now, which has been working.
Okay.
And if it is working, why don't they key into it and say, okay, we are bringing a certain candidate that will complete the tenure of the south if he wins 2027 general election. Oh, that will give the obedience a good sitting and say, yes, that's the first recognition. Do you understand, Esther? The next thing, obedience are the grassroots. They will do the campaign and the movement for the candidates they so believe in come 2027 general election. And you know that one will give APC a very big sleepless night.
Okay.
Because obedience has the number. Less than 6 months, they turn around the trajectory of election in Nigeria.
Yeah.
6-point-something million votes.
In fact, Obi awoke an interest in politics, especially for his segment that were docile about political activities.
Exactly. He woke them up. He woke them up.
Yeah.
Practically dragged them out of the grave. And everybody was like, we must go.
Because I've never seen such a momentum.
It was a hurricane, Esther.
Yeah.
It was a hurricane. People started going to pick PVC because they felt this is the person. PVC was the in thing. Go and collect your PVC. It became a campaign. And it was not just the collection of the PVC, Esther. These people collected this PVC and they went to polling booths with it. I was an INEC observer. As early as 6:37 on that day of the presidential election, people were already gathered in various polling booths.
Okay.
And they voted as expected in spite of all the intimidation. We saw the intimidation quite, especially in Lagos. You know, people were being bullied out of polling booth and all that.
Units.
But they stayed at a time. Because some areas, the electoral materials arrived late, people were volunteering to bring their generator to power the polling booth.
Even
because they believe in one person, and they believe that if this person gets it right today, Nigeria's situation was going to change for the next 4 years.
I even saw a particular video picture where some people used their back for INEC officials to
start collecting. They bend down.
Yes, there was no table.
Yes,
that was when I knew that
people were ready. That's to tell you that Nigerians are yearning for good leaders. Nigerians know those people that will be able to take us out of all this we have been going through since this democracy started. Nigerian leaders since this democracy started have not been sincere to Nigerians now. But Nigerians are yearning that when can we get it right? They saw an opportunity in 2023 that, okay, this could lead to. And it was not as if Nigerians didn't know where they were going. Nigerians knew where we were going. It was only one man that truncated that. That was the former INEC chairman, Mahmoud Yakub. We must mention his name. He was the only one that truncated all the effort Nigeria put into 2023 general election. Now we are having another opportunity now to say, okay, we are going into another election come 2027. Now, another political party has come up now that Nigerians are like, okay, this may be our messiah that will bail us out. Why don't the leadership of that party now try as much as possible to put their house in order? Because when they are talking about quickly, when they are talking about, is the ruling party, is Esther, if the world is not cracked, the lizard won't find a home. It is when you now give opportunity to this kind of these skirmishes within yourself that the ruling party will cash in on. Look at the statement that is coming from Dele Momodu. Look at the one that is coming from Atiku. Look at the one the Obedient are saying.
And I've been hearing faction as well in the ADC. I remember when Peter Obi joined, some group said that they don't recognize his registration.
That one. That is even, those are the one I was thinking that they should be working on to play down those ones, so that those ones will not become an issue before,
especially close to the elections.
Primaries
to court, yes,
because primaries will come as from June, July, now primaries will start coming up. Campaign for 2027 general election is starting on the 18th of November, according to INEC timetable.
Yes.
That all we are talking about is this 2026, Esther. It's not 2027 any longer. We are no more in 2025 that we are looking at. A political year is still far. We are in it now. You see, between the next 6 months, if they 5 months, because we're already in January. If they cannot settle all these things amicably and come up with a formidable candidate and say this is the person we are producing to face the ruling party, the same ruling party that they be saying we want to take out of power, by all means, there will also be an issue. That issue will now lead to division of votes. And when that vote is divided, APC will cash it on it, and they will fly there, and they will get they will get back to Aso Rock again.
All right. So there are calls for the FCT minister to be sacked. He has also made a statement that the politics in Rivers State is peculiar. Nobody can understand it, only them. You know, we're discussing that earlier. That he's been going around and talking to people, telling them to stay clear of Rivers politics. And groups of persons are now writing petition that Wike needs to be sacked. Now, for Wike, he believes that he doesn't have any issue with the APC. His only concern is Tinubu. He's going to galvanize for Tinubu, but that the APC should not interfere in the politics of his state. He has also called Fubara a very bad child for refusing to align with certain agreements. The APC is telling Wike that you are not an APC member. Rivers is now an APC state. You do not have any right to dictate the affairs of Rivers State anymore, because politically or party-wise, it's now an APC state because of the governor. The APC National Chairman Yewata said nobody can tell him what to do. That's what he's saying as it stands, meaning that Wike cannot tell the APC what to do, meaning Wike cannot tell Fubara what to do because Rivers State belongs to APC. Do you think the president can sack Wike right about now, based on the calls that are coming in? Because yesterday, the secretary said, Tinubu, choose between us and this man.
Yes.
And now another forum has written a petition to say the president needs to sack him now. Wike doesn't really care because he's been very careless with his words, almost like there is something he has over them. Do you think the president can do that when he returns from wherever it is he went?
Esther, the little analogy I just want to give you. If I come to visit you,
okay,
and I bring in my bag, where will I keep my bag first of all? I get into your house. It will be with me, maybe in your sitting room. Yes. It is you that own the house.
That will
carry it to the room that you think I'm going to pass the night because I'm a visitor in your home. Wike is insulting APC. That telling them stay off from the politics of Rivers State. Wike, as we speak in this studio this evening, Esther, is not a member of APC yet. And even if he decides to become a member today,
okay,
according to the constitution of APC, he is going to queue behind Fubara. Because all the governors of their respective states are the leader of that party in their states. Remember, the vice president reminded him that day he was in Enugu, said Fubara is the leader of APC in Rivers State. That is, there's no controversy. That even himself, as the sitting vice president, his governor, Professor Babagana Zulum, is his leader. He still reminded Wike that even the Speaker of the House of Rep, that Uba Sani, the governor of Kaduna State, is his leader, even in Kaduna State.
Yes.
If all these ones are put into consideration, Esther, These are even elected members. Remember, the vice president is an elected member. It's not an appointee. The speaker is an elected member. It's not an appointee. Wike is just an appointee of the president. And let's bring it down whole. The head of the secretariat is the secretary. And that is Senator Bashiru Ajibola.
Yes.
Is the head of the secretariat. And all from Rivers politics. Where was this mass offense?
No, he and a couple of others. He said they did not. He made reference to others. If you listen to one of it, he said they did not even deliver their polling unit to the president.
Yes, that's what he said. Remember that what led to this was he went to commission projects executed by Fubara about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And when he saw what was on the ground, he said, you are doing well. You deserve to come back in 2027. This
was Dave Umahi and NSA.
Yes.
Nuhu Ribadu.
Yes.
They brought a message to Fubara.
For Fubara.
And I think Wike.
And immediately Wike heard that. He activated his panic mood and rushed out of Abuja.
Immediately.
And I went home and I began to do kangaroo tour.
He said he's mobilizing for Tinubu.
No, listen, Esther. And he's calling it thank you visit. After 2.5 years of election, thank you visit. You are mobilizing for Tinubu. Tinubu does not have vote in Abuja. The vote that will bring Tinubu back to Aso Rock.
That's what you're supposed to even. You're even supposed to galvanize in the FCT as well.
No, they are in the state, and these state governors now are now feeling so uncomfortable. The progressive governors have made statements.
They're weighing series of measures.
That's where I'm going to, Esther.
What they want to do.
Yes, they've made statement.
Just hold that thought. We'll take a very short break. Please kind of stay with us, and we'll be right back.
House dey dark and nepa bill dey choke. E dey worry you as e dey affect your business. Solution don come. Imagine say you wake up for morning, light no shake, fridge don block, business no get wahala, everything dey okay. No be dream o. With Yohaku, na you dey control your light. Yohaku dey sell gas cooker, freezer, fridge, and dem go furnish you with modern kitchen o. Whether na inverter, batteries, panels, smart street lights, be na solar AC system wey you wan use for house, business, abi for industrial work, Yohaku stand chim to help you. Bye to NEPA bill o. No wait till transformer go spoil again o. Oya run call Yohaku for 070-121-30260 or 080-324-82573, or you fit to call 080-669-60066. For Lagos, we dey for shop F1179 industrial section, Ojo Alaba International Market, or shop G6 electronic section, Alaba International Market, Headline, Ute Obochi Plaza, Abuja office na Corporate 13, Dubai International Market, back of Games Village, Karu District for Abuja. For Port Harcourt, we dey for number 51, Oporo Road, Eziowa Elite Trade Center for Rivers State. Yohaku website na www.yohakuproducts.com. Online store na www.yohakustore.com. Yohaku, from sun to earth, we dey make your mind dey cool.
All right, welcome back. This is still the Evening Rush right here on Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. My name is Esther Wachuku, and I'm obviously being right here with Mr. Elvis Elimihele, who is a political, national, and social affairs commentator. Mr. Elvis is also a journalist, I think over 3 decades right about now, so he can actually give us all the explanations as to how these things go. Mr. Elvis, right now, the governors had to meet very recently concerning the situation with Wike. If you've been on social media, you would have heard a lot of persons calling the governors, you guys rein this guy in. He's beginning to spill a lot. In fact, Wike has confessed to the fact that they rigged in Rivers State. He has literally said it on this campaign trail, and the way he's saying it, nothing will happen. Although Okocha had said it way earlier, but for it to come out from the FCT minister, then it
who
tells
was a sitting
you
governor
who was
of the
even
state.
a sitting governor at the time, and nobody has petitioned the APC, the EFCC. Nothing is happening. So I think he's ruffling their feathers. He's beginning to spill and say stuff that he's not supposed to say. So the governors have come together to say, you know what, we need to do something about this man. Is it possible that Wike and the APC would clash very soon? There'll be an implosion about their relationship, or the president returns from wherever it is he went, because right now
he's in Europe.
He's in Europe, but we don't know precisely where in Europe
Europe.
or what event he actually went there for, aside from him saying that when he went to meet with Paul Kagame and to discuss global affairs. But the thing is it possible that while they look for a soft measure to curtail things, to like slow things a little bit, the president comes and tells them what to do? I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say, because for now that Wike is literally telling, I will talk. Oh, if you push me to the wall, I go talk. I don't know you guys. I'm only supporting Tinubu. So at this point in time, do you think that there is any plausible measure they can apply to curtail his lips? Because APC is now in reverse, and Wike doesn't want them to partake in that politics. How is that possible?
That's why I was telling you about visitor just now. You see, what Wike is doing now is trying to even bring in the same confusion that he used in scattering PDP into APC. If APC does not guide it early enough, APC will start having cracks. Do you know why I said that? Now, he's attacking one of their governors. Do you think that the other governors of other states, APC states, will be happy with what he's doing? He was only given an opportunity to come and serve in their government. He's not part of them till this moment. Now, if President Tinubu doesn't tread well, he will use this Wike's matter to start having issues with some governors. And that will not go well with his presidential ambition for 2027. Let me tell you, the Rivers State is bragging that he secured for President Tinubu. It was so important to Tinubu in 2023. Now, it is not as important as that, because so many states have crossed to APC now. Do you understand? He will still win it. He still needs it. Okay. But we now have more states that we are not APC states as at 2023, that we under PDP, that the president needed to win at all costs. But today, Enugu,
yes,
Bayelsa,
in fact, most of the south states that Wike
the whole south now,
Wike is saying that it was only Rivers that's actually
at that time.
But now you have most of the south
states.
Delta,
as at 2023, even Edo State was still a PDP state. Now the whole 6 states. Now the whole 6 states in the south are now APC.
I'm telling you,
there's none of them left.
There is none of them.
So where is the bragging now for Wike?
For Wike,
where is the bragging?
But what I'm hearing, they say investigations have revealed that moves are already on ground to cut the minister to size. In what way would they cut him to size?
Cutting to size is very easy, because the president has the power to hire and fire. Okay. Number one. Number two, we saw what happened here in Lagos last year when Obasa was impeached. For 3 months, there were problems within the Lagos
Obasa
State.
and Miranda.
Yes, including the sitting governor, Sanwo-Olu. There was problem in Lagos State.
Yes, there was. And it was actually serious.
Yeah, it was serious.
But Tinubu was able to do
you remember the day Obasa went and broke the doors and entered the office?
Yes, with security, with the police.
But the president called everybody to Aso Rock and said, let the status quo remain.
In fact, I remember they were calling VDM then, because at the Lagos State House.
Yes. So, the president can do that to get peace for his state, that same president must now listen to the voice of his party. Remember, the party gave him ticket before he became the leader, because he won the presidency. That's why he became the leader. If the party says this is the person,
are you sure? I think Tinubu has always been the leader.
He was just called national leader.
But he dictated the affairs in that place.
There was no
anybody that wanted anything, they had to come through him.
There was no so much after the 2015 election. Remember, Buhari abandoned him.
He isolated him
until he was close to 2019 election before Buhari now went and give him another handshake again for him to support. So he was almost rendered redundant from 2015 till about 2018 when we were close to 2019 general election. So he became the national leader now that is fully recognized according to their constitution, because he's sitting as president. And the people gave him that. Who are these people? Most of them are governors. The governors must work for them, for their state, for him to win. Because when we are computing, we're talking about 2/3 majority. Yeah. It's the state we are talking about. And when the president is visiting the state, it's the governor that is hosting him. That is the governor that still owns the grassroots of every state and say, okay, I have 16 local government. I have 17 local government, and the chairman of all the local government belong to our party, and I've instructed them to work for you as the president. You understand what I'm saying? So if the president comes back and jettison these voices that are talking about Wike must be curtailed, now Wike must be brought to order and all the president will also begin to find problem with some of his governors.
But my question is, how will they cut him to size? Will they sack him because they're asking for the president to sack him? And once
It can be cautioned. Because of the way, because
he
of the way.
He has been cautioned before.
No.
He has.
No,
Can you remember the situation with Yerima?
It would have been cautioned before, but the way it is now, the president should not listen to him talking about a sitting governor will not come back. It's not qualified to be featured as their candidate in 2027.
He has been saying a lot, going up. He has been on a campaign.
Because he is not even the one that will dictate for a party that he does not belong to. He's not the one. That's what I'm saying. Even not these utterances that are coming from him, it's insulting the sensibility of APC. If you really want to look into it, it's like another person now coming to take their belonging from them. Why are you talking about this?
But he feels that without him, the president wouldn't have won Rivers. So the president should respect him by allowing him to be in charge of the politics in the state. And that if the president decides to interfere, because according to him, he says, I don't interfere in your Lagos politics. It's just like me coming to Lagos to start deciding how things will go just because it is maybe the person who is there now is a PDP candidate. So you that has always been in charge of Lagos and now decide to start interfering because now the governor has defected. I won't allow that. So in other words, I am supporting you. Leave Rivers State for me. Let me do it as I want to do. I have delivered from my own angle. I will still deliver Rivers State to you in 2027. But you see this governorship election, allow me to decide how the politics goes. He has been on a serious mobilization trail. And most of those boys, those street thugs and all of that stuff, he's really been utilizing them and speaking to them. But here is it is. Is it possible that in order for peace to reign, so that Wike doesn't start spilling? Because that man, before you know, you don't invite all those TV channels, another FCT ministerial chat. Is it possible to avoid any of all these nuances that the president may tell the APC guys, leave him alone, let him do what he wants to do? But remember that they have promised Fubara of a second term. So how will they balance that? Because Fubara himself, just today or so, we saw him along with a couple of persons as well. They were chanting, pro Tinubu songs. They are also campaigning for Tinubu.
Yes,
both angles are campaigning for Tinubu. So if Fubara is now wholly supporting Tinubu and he says, I can deliver the state to you, why would the president not choose Fubara over Wike this time, even if Wike did what he did in 2023?
2027 glory is gone, and he has been rewarded for it. That's the FCT ministerial slot he got.
All right.
Today is the FCT minister. He has gone. That one is gone. It's even getting to an expiring level because he has less than 1 year, 6 months to stay before the next election will come and another minister will come up.
Okay.
So if wanting to assert himself to be relevant now, it's not even doing it because of the 2023, the reward he has already gotten. He's doing it because of 2027. But he has missed it because he has now started stepping on toes. He's not telling them because of the 600 billion in their account. That's an accusation. That's an accusation. That means he's not telling the APC people that they want to come and start looking into the treasury of Rivers State.
And what is even your concern?
That is an accusation, Esther.
My own is even, what is your concern with their money?
It's even an insult. Then two, an injury to one should be an injury to all. The APC governors, whom Fubara is now one of them. Have you heard Uzodimma in this matter?
No.
No, I mean, these are is the head of
the ambassadorial team for.
No, and it is the head of the progressive governor.
APC governors forum.
Yes, forum for the APC governors. All these ones are, and he's close to the president.
Yes.
All these ones are going to consult with the president, and I don't think they will trade Fubara for Wike, because if they do that, other governors will feel slighted.
In fact,
if it can happen to Wike, it can happen to them. That would be an issue.
Hope Uzodimma just pulled a fast one on himself when he wanted to interfere in the politics of Imo State.
Yes.
Immediately,
he is. I saw a post today. All the people Wike has quarreled with. Hope Uzodimma is one of the people they mentioned there.
Yes, but you don't see Hope Uzodimma speak.
No.
He doesn't talk.
He doesn't talk.
Yes,
but
it's the whole Sam Anyanwu situation.
that one. You know, he's part of those one, but he just laid it and pushed it aside. Now, where Wike went to mention it's very delicate. Going to mention the leadership of the political party. If you are mentioning the secretary of the party, you are mentioning the whole secretariat. That's where the issue comes from now.
Stemmed from.
Yes. Now, the president has to tread very softly and intelligently.
Why does he have to tread? What does Wike wants to say that Nigerians don't already know?
No. It's not as if he's going to say anything. We already knew what happened. The 2023 election was fraud now. It's not an issue. But what we are trying to say now is that so that he will not use Wike to even destabilize his party. That's the area I'm going. Because Wike, being a bull in a China shop, what happened to PDP can also happen in APC.
That's what they're already saying.
If it's allowed. And that's what the secretary was like saying, go and fix up, remain in your PDP and begin to rant in your PDP because you are not even part of us. That's what the secretary replied in. If you read the secretary's statement, it's a very well-written statement.
Very formal.
Very formal, and
very
the
clean.
Message was well sent. It's just as Wike is not ashamed. If Wike was ashamed, we could have known that where he's even professing to belong to, he's not even recognizing it. Leave APC alone in Rivers. Fubara will win Rivers for Tinubu in 2023 because the agreement Fubara have with Rivers people is not with Wike. The agreement the governor have with Rivers people is to give them the dividend of democracy. And this man has been doing his best on that.
And Wike may have been
no other agreement can shake Fubara and Rivers people.
Wike may have been attracting a lot of negatives around him that even some people will be like, guy, you don't overdo. He'll be like, me, we'll put you on one side.
Yes, because he has the local government elections.
Yes.
And you know, as at that time, the same APC now who is now attacking, we're happy with him. Let me tell you, he started drawing the rug from their feet gradually. You know, when the court announced the Fubara local government election and the emergency rule came, all these APC were still happy with him. Right. But today now, the same way now, that same cane he used in scattering PDP, he has now brought it now to use it to scatter APC.
All right.
So that's why they are talking.
We'll still see a lot of unfolding.
A lot. And we are waiting for the president.
He's still
and
speaking.
Even these calls that are coming from people.
Yes.
We are waiting for the reaction that is going to follow.
In the meantime, everyone is still thinking about Trump, that he can do what he wants to do at any point in time. And Trump has also threatened military action against Colombia, Cuba, Greenland, Iran, and Mexico. This is following the attack on Venezuela. He says, we have a very sick neighbor. It's not a neighbor, but it's close to a neighbor, and that's Venezuela. It's very sick. He says Colombia is very sick, too, run by a sick man who likes making cocaine and selling it to the United States, and he's not going to be doing it for a very long time, let me tell you. So obviously works are ongoing. The Colombian president has threatened Trump to say, come and do your worst. Let me see what you want to do. You cannot do anything. In that regard as well, there are talks that Nigerians are also checking their own territory, their own circle. Would you say our security has beefed up? Because we saw how they were able to foil an attack very recently of 76 students, and they foiled that. Also, an army general was recently rescued as well, and it was done by the ground troops. There was force used, like there was a lot of gunshots back and forth, so it wasn't like your usual negotiation where they collect money and all of that stuff. Do you think that it's possible that if Trump continues to breathe on the neck of Nigeria, that it would stimulate its military or its security apparatus to work hard in routing out this guy? That's
exactly what we are expecting. If Trump decides to wake up Nigeria armed forces, it's a good one. And not just waking them up, assisting too, because just waking them up alone may not even solve it. Yeah, we have started seeing them, try their best to, break some new grounds, record some victory and some successes. But we also saw about 3 days ago, or 4 days ago, those 7 Nigerian soldiers that were at the IED, killed in Borno State. There are still some of those soft targets. Most of those things are the ones we are saying that Nigeria armed forces should be able to check. We have started seeing now that these people, since the bombing of Christmas Day, they are kind of like destabilized. And they are not just destabilized, they are trying to regroup again. Yeah. That's what Nigeria armed forces is supposed to check. Now that they got that bombing on that Christmas Day, we expected them to be everywhere so that even as they are now moving, They could not be able to pick them up. We saw 39 that were picked in Ondo State by Amotekun. If Amotekun can arrest 39, they traveled all the way from the north to Ondo State in the south here, which means these people are moving. Where is Nigeria Armed Forces in all this one? So if they want to double up, they should double up. And if Trump wants to help Nigeria, Trump should still, he still said there will still be more. That more, Nigerians are still waiting for it. Because if I know why, they will not just move. They cannot be moving because of 2 or 3 persons. They want to see, as these people are moving, where they are going to regroup again. Probably they will not, they regroup here. Because to move those missiles is not small money. And it's not small money. And with all the logistics that are put in place and the intel that are put in place is much. So Trump cannot be running after 50 moving, 10 moving, all in the name of being disarrayed because of the bombing. So they are still looking at where next are these people going to regroup. So all this one that they are now talking of regrouping, movement for regrouping, that's where we expected Nigeria Armed Forces to come in. As they are now moving, looking frustrated and looking derayed and disarray, Nigeria Armed Forces is supposed to cash in on that destabilization they got on Christmas Day.
Mr. Elvis, if they want to do this, they'll do this.
They can.
This particular general that was kidnapped.
Yes.
Apparently, his name is. This was the rescue was done by the 3rd Division Operation Enduring Peace. They were the ones who successfully rescued him.
I saw that they even backed the man, bringing him out and all that.
Apparently, they said these troops, in collaboration with operatives of a Defense Intelligence Agency, how did they go about it? While they were doing they entered caves. They entered caves and rocky high ground suspected to be criminal hideouts, and they were able to successfully carry this out by 12 midnight. It was in the midnight they carried this. So with appropriate intelligence, they trailed these kidnappers. So the thing is, if they want to do this, they can do this.
It is not really that if they want to do. But the problem that it has been that there are some moles, there are some of these elements in the Nigeria Armed Forces that have infiltrated it, that are releasing some of these operational plans to these enemies. That's where the problem has always been. So if they can actually fish out all these moles within the armed forces, successes will be recorded at almost all their operations. Yes. Then again, we have death of, even if they are denying it, Nigeria Army has death of equipment. They should be well armed and well giving modern equipment, sophisticated arms and ammunition to fight these insurgents. If insurgents are using drones, what stop Nigeria Armed Forces to be using drones as well, even more sophisticated one? Because these insurgents that we are calling terrorists, that they are calling ragtag, Esther, they are no more ragtag. They have better trainers right there in the forest or wherever they are that are training them to use these modern technologies. They have all the facilities. They are running a country in a country. If they are now running a country inside Nigeria, why can't Nigeria now go higher than them and be able to track them wherever they are? The last time we were told they use a different telecommunication platform. That's why they cannot track them. If they can post video from the one we see using some of these platforms that we're also used to, why don't you use that one to track them? Even the telecommunication, the one they are using, is it a rocket science technology in the world that we cannot find solution to also see how we can use it to track them and get them? Can an Israeli defense force say one terrorist, the Hamas, and we are using some kind of technology that Israel cannot counter? Why are we talking as if we are laid back here? We don't know what we are saying. You don't negotiate with terrorists.
At all,
you don't, because their job is terrorism. So when you are not saying, the villagers are not the one that are negotiating, so that they can go to farm, it's a failure of the government, because the job they know is terrorism, and they will continue to do it because that's where they get their money from. That's where they get satisfaction from. So even if they tell you today you pay 100 million, can you go to farm? The day they will see that the money you paid is almost getting exhausted, they will come back.
Let me ask you a question. What do you think about the Minister of Information? I mean, that guy has been maintaining his lane, because recently he sacked an aide for linking him to an election, the governorship election for 2027. Like possibly he's posing to be a candidate, and he was very swift and he sacked that aide. Would you consider that man a very principled man? Because you would expect that man, being an APC man, being the Minister of Information, I don't see him speak beyond his official paraphernalia. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, the man, if you read his profile, has been somebody that have maintained a very high degree of integrity before he got this position. You know, he's an academician, he's a publisher, and he has gone through the rudiment of his career, and he has recorded a lot of success. I respect him, but you know, when you get this kind of political appointment, Esther, you are no more you are no more within the confine of your career. You are now serving the people that appoint you and also trying to keep your integrity, which is also very difficult, because sometimes it is not everything that your employer does that you like.
All right.
But you don't have any choice because you are in the job. You have to now go and be speaking in defense of your employer. So probably he doesn't have that. This man is an academician. He's been a lecturer and all that. Maybe he doesn't like the way the aide was like he's wanting to come as governor. He has not told Nigerians. But he has an opportunity to be governor if he wants to be governor. The only thing he will just do is to resign his appointment as minister and tell Nigerians that he wants to go and try his luck to be governor of his state. But if he feels embarrassed because probably he's not nursing that idea, and he now decides to say, okay, come, you cannot begin to pull out my legs for what I don't have hands in. You understand? And he said, this is the time for you to go. Well, he hired and he also fired because he was his aide. He brought him in because based on confidence and all that, come and work with me. But if he now sees that, oh, you are not doing my bidding, you want to even now begin to bring my integrity down, you have to go. Well, I will query that. I will query it because this man, among the ministers of this government, is one of them that I respect, because when you look at his track record, where he's coming from, he has recorded so much successes in his career before he got to this level. And if you look at the way he handles his briefing, Esther, some of us are in this media job for some time. He's very diplomatic. He doesn't speak beyond the level that he will be called to question. He speaks within the confine of his job and leave his aide, the president's aide. You see, the president's aide speaks more than him, because those ones are like attack dogs. But he was always wanting to come and try to smoothen things, especially when this ambassadorial list came up. You see the way he was, dangling around it and all that.
Mr. Elvis, let's take reactions from Nigerians right about now. Let's see how things go with Trump concentration on Nigeria. Again, Nigerians are anticipating the president's return. They had said that
we don't know where he went to now.
Well, what they had told us that he was going to Abu Dhabi, that the Sheikh invited him for something.
At the moment, do we know where he is?
Then later we heard he was with what's his name? Rwandan
Paul Kagame. But
Kagame.
I read the report that
they were discussing global affairs.
But I read the report that Paul Kagame said he was not part of that meeting.
But where did you get? Where was the source of that information?
We don't know.
The
source of that tell us.
No, the source of
picture.
That the source was not from an authenticated source. It was from a Facebook account. So whenever all the speculations come up, we cannot just pick it up as it is. But that's what we heard, that Paul Kagame denied it. However, whenever they deny it, it turns out to be true. Like what happened with the Benin Republic situation with the Nigerian air crew who said that they were going to, was it Portugal?
They said they were going to Turkey.
Turkey. Was it Turkey or Portugal?
Turkey. And they were not intercepted in Burkina Faso.
No, but then we later heard that they said none of that. They didn't know that there was any troop arriving at Turkey. Was it Turkey or Portugal? I don't know which of the countries.
Eventually, when they were released, they still told us that they have now landed in Turkey. They continue their journey.
Anyway, so we'll
there's so many
how
facets to some of the things we hear in Nigeria.
The problem is there is no apt communication, and the communication is not sincere.
It's always half.
So when it happens to be found to be untrue, that's why the distrust is very obvious. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take your reaction on the conversations that we've had this evening. The number to call is 080-3692-9933, 080-3692-9933, and the WhatsApp number is 0817-1756-338. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Yes, sir.
Of your radio. Good evening, sir.
Yes, let's go to the Esther.
Sir?
That's what Darlington they call you.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. Now, Andrew's my name.
I'm fine. Welcome, Andrew.
Well, all right. Did you remember what I said yesterday about Atiku?
Yes.
Yeah. I said if there's pressure between two of them, it's going to be very, very bad for that party, and they'll be as well. When I told you that when you play football match, I score 4, you score 5. No matter my effort, you have defeated me. And there's no second position in politics. If, for example, now, when the winner wins, the other person from the other party, who is the closest person, becomes the vice. How this matter would have been Very simple.
Yeah.
And again, do you know that if we go by the way party behaves in Nigeria, all the South people mentioned now, they're already in APC.
Exactly.
Okay, including the Southeast themselves. They're already in APC. So only some few people that will say, I don't believe them, let me vote on my conscience without even talking. And then you go give the vote you want to give to him. If not, if you go by the soldiers of APC, the whole of both the 5 states of the East, then the other 6 states of the South from Edo, all of them, all the 11, they are all for APC as we speak now. So where is it? And even if you listen to the real people from that side, you will be hearing them saying, Obi, go and look for somebody. Obi, go and look for somebody. If you go to where they're conversing in the marketplaces and all that, nobody is talking about you. I was in Lari for some time ago. They're saying something different. And you know, this man has come out to say it's not a do or die affair. Okay, good. Look at this man that came for his deputy that came to Labour Nazi want to do president. Did you remember that man? One interview, he stood up and said somebody abused his father and they started crying. Do you remember?
Yeah.
So how did you think now that nobody will abuse his father again? Is that the type of people that you feel that they are going to get the vote they're talking about? So for the ADC and the OB, remember, if Atiku don't carry Obi to all the northern places that he controls and raise his hand up, when I use Buhari to give you example and Tinubu, nobody, all this Hausa no. Remember when Hausa man called after I spoke, nobody is going to give Obi that vote. He's just going to have entertainment vote, and at the end of the day, Darlington said, why was he waiting? You were arguing, and maybe he was consulting, he was trying to align. What did they align now? Yesterday here, the article still maintains, so sorry, I'm not going to go down for anybody. See, if 2 of them cannot align in that party, what happened to them in 2023 will still repeat itself, even more dangerous, because now, like the analyst said, all the states that are now APC are not there before. So all this thing Wike is talking about, there's nothing like delivering the president. If these states cannot deliver the president, Wike too cannot also deliver the president. Do you understand? So there's no point of saying I want to use Wike as my pillow. What kind of pillow? It doesn't work this time around. That means there's no bed at all before you talk of pillow.
Thank you for calling.
Kano is going now.
Hello, good evening. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. This is Emeka from Ogun State.
Emeka from Ogun State. Happy New Year, Emeka. How are you?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you absolutely. Welcome.
Okay, I know you can hear me. Okay, what I want to say is that if there is any love of Nigeria to Atiku, and Atiku really love Nigeria, I don't think that Atiku, will be raising voice of complaints instead of to surrender to Obi. Now let me say something.
What? Please,
what I'm saying now is that Obi may at last have no anywhere to be, because like this now it's like they have brought him into ADC, and Atiku will betray him. Atiku will betray him because there is something they may say, but now Atiku, I'm saying it, Atiku will betray him, and Obi don't know, and Obi cannot be able to contest there, and at the end, Obi can never be a president in any party. So because as I'm saying it now, Atiku is about to betray Obi, and there is some anti-party that is, some of those people that came from APC, that is in ADC now. Many of them are still agents working for,
Hello.
As I'm saying it now, Atiku is there to betray him.
All right,
Atiku is there to betray him. Atiku has no any law for me.
Thank you very much. I would implore us, please, when we make assertions, let's make assertions from a logical point of view. You know why I said so? So it doesn't seem as if we're maligning characters or maligning people. How do you know he's there to betray him? That's the question. If you heard from the inception of the ADC, I mean, Mr. Elvis, the inception of the ADC, it was Atiku. They were the first persons that called and galvanized.
Yeah.
So
they said it's a coalition.
It's a coalition, and Peter Obi was part of that coalition from the onset. He just
joined.
He just became a member,
a
full-on member, meaning that he left the party he was in officially and joined the ADC officially. He said from the inception he has been part of the conversation. So we cannot say if Atiku is going to betray anybody. The reason why I'm saying so is this is the narrative they're complaining that certain elements have in the ADC, that they're calling them aggressors. So if you say Atiku will betray Peter Obi, from what angle? Let's have a logical conversation. Let's not just be throwing sentiments without any form of logical whatever attached to it, please. All right, we don't want to malign anybody and start casting aspersions. Thank you very much, Emeka from Ogun State. I appreciate your contribution. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Welcome. What's your name, please?
Okay, Christopher Gabriel from Okota.
Christopher Gabriel, welcome to the show. Happy New Year.
I wish you the same.
All right, please go ahead.
Yeah, I want to just say something. Obi pitching his tent with ADC was the best thing to do.
Okay.
Because already Labour Party was having factions. And Lamidi Papa was not helping issue because he was just dragging P2B. And P2B is a very smart and wise man. So what he did was to leave Labour Party. And it took him time to join ADC because he knew what he wanted for himself. So people saying that Atiku will betray Obi or whoever, they cannot make such assertion because they are not in the party. Obi was part of the coalition. So I just hope everything work out well because we need a change of government. And the people in ADC should work together as a party for the opposition to win the election in 2027. God bless Nigeria.
Thank you very much. That's the truth. Because if there is a crack, the opposition will take advantage of it.
It will just be like a
swift, like Trump said.
Like 2023.
Hello, good evening.
Esther.
Sir, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. If you had not picked this call, wallahi, time.
Wait a
second. I would have come to your studio.
Happy New Year.
Because I was just fortunate that my call got in this time around.
Thank God.
Okay, good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Yes,
Happy
sir.
New Year, sir.
Same to you. God bless you, sir.
Thank you.
St. Richard from Ikotu.
Welcome, St. Richard. Go
yes,
ahead.
With the look of things now, in my own view, I'm afraid we are getting back to where we were.
Okay.
Datti, what is his name? Baba Ahmed Datti.
Yes.
Is probably going to contest using the platform of the Labour Party.
Not probably, he has indicated already, and they may actually choose him.
Atiku definitely is going to contest. And if he contests, the supporters of Obi may be neither here nor there. Because Obi has said he's not going to vice for anybody.
Yeah.
So they are definitely going to split the same vote. We're afraid of not being shared.
Yeah.
So and the thing is, see, go to where it has been all this while. That is my worry. We are looking for a better alternative, but with the way things seems now, it doesn't look bright for us. In my own view, it doesn't look bright. Doesn't. As for Wike, I think they have to clip his wings. He has beaten more than he could chew. He has gone too far. One man cannot be acting like a god in a state that has about 5 million to 6 million population.
I'm telling you, he wants to be
the earlier is dealt with, the better for that state and for the APC as a party.
All right.
For the case of Donald Trump,
in
my own view, I'm sorry that I'm going to say this, but this is my personal opinion. I think we are seeing a tyranny at work. You cannot kidnap a sitting president and be telling us that it's because the man is peddling drugs into your own state. I am not in support of drug peddling. But the US, the almighty US in quote, has a mechanism to stop drugs being peddled into their territory. Now you want to claim other people's territory. You are claiming Greenland. You want to attack this place. If such is allowed to continue, I am surprised. One of these days, the president in Africa, they may be kidnapped and they will come up with trumped charges that is because they are anti-democratic and what have you.
Or the African president has a different ideology than theirs, or doesn't align with some certain whatever.
Yes, some of them, like the South African president, like the young man in Burkina Faso.
Yes.
The young man in Burkina Faso is a socialist oriented person, just like
Yes. I
the
even heard
like
that there was a
Cuba.
recent assassination attempt on him that was currently
Oh,
foiled.
I've not heard that.
All right,
So it's
go
a
ahead.
bad precedent. It's a bad precedence we have seen. I supported him when he was coming for the first time and the second time, but we never knew it was going to be this bad. The man is acting autocratically. He's not acting like a democrat that the Americans are believed to be. He's not acting that way. I just thank you.
All right, thank you very much for calling and 5K 08036929933. Hello, good evening. Hello.
Hello, good evening, Esther.
Good evening, sir. Happy New Year to you, sir.
I wish you all the best.
Welcome.
Yeah, my name is Brochiko, but calling from Oshodi.
All right, welcome. Please go
You
ahead.
see, Esther, our people used to say that when an elder see a goat eating his neighbor's yam and keep quiet, after eating that neighbor's yam, it will come over to him. See, APC, when Wike was blasting and doing all sort of rubbish to
PDP.
PDP, APC was clapping for him. Now he have come back to the turn of APC. See what Wike did for PDP, he will still do it for APC. Yeah, for P2B, people are just saying whatever they like. But what I know is that P2B is a gentleman. He knows everything more than all these people that are calling, saying that Atiku want to do this, Atiku want to do that. Before ever Obi joined that coalition, he have think very well. For all these months, I've been planning and thinking and consulting. So you know what to do. And I want to use this avenue to Vegas that want to hijack everything. So they know what they're doing. Atiku, I know, is a respected gentleman. He will concur with Obi. I know that they are going to come out with something that will benefit Nigerians. Good evening and God bless you.
Good evening. Thank you so much for calling. All right. Hello. Good evening. Welcome. Turn down the volume of your radio, please.
Hello.
Good evening. How are you?
Good evening, Esther. Good evening.
Welcome. Happy New Year.
I wish you the best. The state is good evening, sir.
Good evening. Happy New Year, sir.
I wish you the best. So, what I want to say, just what
What's your name?
okay, my name is Frank from Egondo.
Frank from Gondo. Welcome.
Okay. What I want to say, based on what Mr. Eddie said, because of this ADC, Obi and Atiku. Initially, why they say coalition is in order for them to come against APC, and that is the initial plan. But for them coming now and say they want to plan, I believe that before Obi joined that ADC, there must be an agreement with them, and that causing delay. And if they now say they want to do it open for for anybody for them to go for primary, they may make a mistake. And if there's any mistake there, now they are just telling APC to continue, and it will not go because Obi is coming with a lot of crowd. And if Obi, just like what he said, that if they can just let the South continue finish up their 4 years, this will be is not desperate of that seat, which I know he will do when if he go there. That means he has to put some structures. Then other people that will come and take over. Then if they can come and be take over this thing, why don't you support him? In order to be able to take over this seat, they must go from seat, because if they could not be able to do such a thing, I want to let you know there's nothing they can do to remove this power from Tinubu. I'm telling the truth. Nothing, nobody, unless if they can come together and say, okay, because Obi coming from the crowd, and now people will be happy to vote. But if they remove from Obi, many people will not vote. Many people will not come out to vote. I'm telling the truth. Many will not vote. It is Obi that people have as a man that they want to vote for him in order to take over this thing. And through him, I know that ADC will go far in this matter. But anything removing from Obi, that thing will not go well. And that is telling you APC. Carry on.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for calling. Yes, somebody is asking on YouTube if you can call on WhatsApp. Yes, you can call on WhatsApp. You can call on WhatsApp. So the number to call is 0817-1756-338. 0817-1756-338. Hello, good evening, Joval.
Hi.
Happy New Year to you. How are you?
Happy New Year, Esther.
How are you day?
Happy New Year to your guest in the studio there.
Good evening. Happy New Year, sir.
Good evening, Esther.
Sir?
I don't have much to say this night. I just want to say Happy New Year, number one. And to say that Datti Ahmed Baba, I don't think, in my opinion, that he should be trusted. The truth is that what he did now shows that he was never with Obi. But that's by the way. Labour Party is no party until we came to, to play there. So minus Obi and plus at that time, Labour Party is still 0. Now that Obi is in ADC, that is where we should be. Whatever comes out from their primary, we will take it. All I just want is for Nigeria to move forward from this quagmire that we find out.
Hello, Joval, continue.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes.
I said, all I want is for us to get out of this quagmire that we find ourselves with whoever can replace whoever the person there now. Nigeria needs to move forward.
Yeah.
So, good evening, Esther.
Thank you, Joval.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, good evening, Esther.
Good evening. Happy New Year
Yes,
to you, sir.
Shola on the line. Yeah, compliments of this.
Same to you. Shola, welcome.
Yeah, I do. Thank you so much. I agree to your best.
Thank you.
Yeah, so for me, I want to say something. It is not that Obi is the Messiah or the only candidate that we have in Nigeria that can do it.
Yeah.
But what happened is that it happened at that time that Obi was the one among the contestants that seemed to be credible.
Yeah.
You understand? And Nigerians are yearning for a change. I think we need to get this right.
Yeah.
Many Nigerians, based on, as you analyze it, based on the last election, look at how people were galvanized, how people, were so eager for a change. People came out to vote. So, but now the problem is, for me, I'm looking at it in a different angle. Obi to APC now, he should know. I believe he must have consulted. But with a particular coming yesterday, I don't say, to confirm that he is not stepping down for anybody, shows that Atiku is another desperate Emilio. You get my point? I think we should just move beyond that. Many people are saying many things. When the disciple is not available, what is available is like, that's the way I've seen Nigerians now.
All right.
So me, I'm looking beyond all these things. So now the fact is that I don't not see any hope yet for this country. I'm sorry to say this. Because if anybody is having hope to Atiku, he has shown the desperation just the same way. He just has to have that his cap and must get there. He has a whole cap that he knows about. You understand? It's on publication and stuff. And these people are they will definitely shield their own. But we need somebody that will come out against all odds, that will step on toes. Can these people step on toes for Nigeria to be better? Then let me just step back aside. For Wike, his arrogance and greed has gotten to a height where his downfall is very imminent. That is just what I'm saying. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Shola. Thank you. Aptly put. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Happy New Year, sir. Welcome.
Good evening.
Hello, sir. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good evening, sir. Welcome. What's
Hello?
your name?
Hello, good evening.
I can hear you. Go ahead. What's your name?
Talk to you.
Hello, sir.
Hello?
I can hear you, sir. What is your name? Hello?
Thank you. Let me reduce my television. Good evening, ma.
Good evening,
This is
sir.
Bayo
We can hear
online.
you. Welcome. Happy New Year. What is your name?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes.
What is your name?
Let me talk to you about. Yes, I can hear you now. My name is Bayo Yekon. My name is Bayo Yekon from Ikeja, GRA.
Bayo, welcome. Please go ahead.
Because my television is on. My name is Bayo Yekon.
Bayo, I can hear you. I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, thank you very much. I want to talk about Wike and Fubara.
Okay.
I've been following your series. Hello?
Sir, continue. We can hear you.
Okay. I've been following your program. Yes. I've been following Fubara and Wike. I've been following Fubara and Wike and Tinubu. I was working for Tinubu in the period of AD. That man is very, very smart. Tinubu is very, very smart. He knows how to play the game. All the people are staying with him, that they are campaigning for him, that they are working for him. It's not today they have started working for him. Far back as AD. None of them hold me by my words that Tinubu has not contributed into their campaign. Now, that one is number one. Fubara is a very, very intelligent man. But Wike knew he's going to fall totally. Now he's just a barking dog that cannot bite. Wike, if you check his history, he is a person that is blackmailing everybody. He will blackmail you to get to the top. He does not have a good history. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you for free. I'm not predicting. I'm telling you a prophecy. Wike is going to fall. That the whole Nigerian will know Wike as well. He does not have good advisors. But Fubara sat down with people that are intelligent. Sat down with them. Does anybody know when Fubara went to the presidency away that is going there to go ahead Wike, because Wike does not think before he talks. He does not have people to work for him and give him good advice. Of course, if I give you advice, you will listen to my advice. Wike is too big and he's so sure of himself that he does not listen to advice, and that's why he's falling. And somebody, there is no, why is he campaigning for the state now? It's a very, he doesn't what? I don't want to use a very bad language on the screen. He doesn't have his plan. What Fubara will deliver at ease, Wike is struggling to do that. Let me tell you the truth. Most of the people you see with Wike on the screen, they are what? They are paid spectators. He's not sure of himself. All those people sitting at his back, all those people standing with him, let me tell you the truth. They are paid people to sit at his back. They do that kind of game in politics in Lagos. You know, that was time Tinubu said, he said, it's not the crowd that will say it. Did you understand? Yeah. It's not the crowd that you see on television is the game, but the election is the game. Wike did not know what they call politics. He's just a noise maker. And those people that are following him, we have some of people like that in Yoruba land too. That because you have the money, they will run after you. On the election day, they will vote for another set of people.
All right,
I'm telling you. And then somebody, I think it was Datti that made a comment.
Yeah.
Yes, it was you that he said there was a coup in Burkina Faso.
Yeah.
Tara, let me tell you the truth. That man is too smart. Yeah. I want that kind of president in Nigeria.
All right.
In that state now, go and organize yourself. There is no way you can get him.
All right.
Because even an ordinary person will tell the president himself.
Yeah.
And all of us want the best for Nigeria.
Yeah.
The only thing we have to do now, let me give you.
Sorry,
hello, man. The last one.
We need to take more calls, okay? Thank you very much. Hello, good evening. Hello?
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening. Happy New Year. What's your name, please?
Samuel speaking.
Samuel.
Samuel.
Calling from where?
Calling from Osaka.
All right, Samuel, please go ahead.
Yeah, I greet your guest in the studio.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Good evening, my brother. Yeah, people God bless you.
Hello?
I'm
but you
what I want
somehow.
to say is that, okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now. Please go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, what I want to say is concerning people talking about the obedience. The obedient people we are seeing is well-meaning Nigerians. So wherever Obi goes, that is where the obedient people will go. People who want good governance, who want Nigeria to work. So nobody will undermine them or say that they cannot do anything. For now, Nigeria are highly waiting and they were expecting a good government from Italy, and they will do it. Only for just to wait. So we show over whether that Ahmed is going to Labour Party to campaign for president. It does not matter. And for what somebody called and said concerning Atiku, we should be very careful with that man. If that man is very sincere about making Nigeria to work, I think is the time for you to just sit down and let this election go by allowing Obi to go. There's no need of them going into open election. They just say,
Okay, hello. Please turn down the volume of your radio. Hello.
Esther, how you doing, ma?
Happy New Year. I'm fine.
I'm happy, tonight. So I agree the analyst powerfully, my brother.
Mr.
Well done, sir.
Good evening.
So my take tonight
Sir,
is concerning.
What's your name, sir?
Okay, my name is Olatunde Mekudi Moruf from Aguda Surulere.
Is this your first time?
Yes, ma'am. So Fubara and Wike issue. You see, someone who just called from GRA.
Yes.
I've said it all. So, my own take on Wike has been used, and I've been looking at this game for a long time. But to me, I know this man very well. Senator Ajibola Bashiru, I know him one-on-one. He's a very, very intelligent man. I know all the APC governors will not open their eye and allow Wike to come and destabilize their party. Fubara is the playmaker now in Rivers State. Those who are going about with on Wike now, those people are paymaster. They are paying them. They pay them for those campaigning with him all around Rivers State. So secondly, concerning the insecurity matter, I would thank the VOP, Voice of the People. You are really doing well.
Thank you.
Because me, I am from Kwara State. I was born in Lagos. Even my dad was born in Lagos from Erekpodu local government. During the Yoruba program in the morning at VOP, we are allowed to talk, with Ojedeji.
Yeah.
So the Oba that was kidnapped, we paid 10 million naira for ransom. So one of our sisters, Shakira Tatonda, was we paid 5 million initially, but on the next, after a week that they were expecting us to pay the balance of 5 million, the money has been changed to cash. You understand me? So it has been changed. But fortunately, among the kidnappers, they have, a misunderstanding between themselves. So that was how our sister was able to escape at the captivity, at the kidnappers camp. You understand me?
Yeah.
So, she was escaped, thank God, but now she's with the family now. You understand me?
Yes.
So what I'm saying is that how come these people are using telephone? When we speak with them, they speak Fulani and some broken. So Yoruba call them Bororo. We call them Sabaruma. These people are from Niger Republic and Lake Chad.
Okay.
So they are in Kwara State now.
Wow.
We did not see any help from the local government chairman, members of assembly, senate, even the governor. When we wrote a letter, they said that governor is on top of the situation. Nobody call anybody. People are paying this money, and it's happened everywhere. If not the VOP that were able to listen to our voice, and people are listening to us. So thank you very much, VOP. Thank you, Esther.
Thank you.
Finally, my take on your analysis. All the analysis that is most especially Peter Anosike, Dr. Peter Anosike and others, Lawal and this man, very man talking with you there. I love him so much.
Mr.
But for me, Barrister Darlington, he always bias. So sorry, that's my own take. He always just question him. This radio is for all Nigeria, both Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba. So we love this station. People listen to our, even the president is listening to this radio. If you don't know, go and know today. Including the kidnappers. They are listening to this radio.
We know.
How does our sister be able to escape from their camp? They are listening to this radio. So let us be talking as if we are talking to Nigeria, not by saying that this radio is supporting any party. No.
Right.
So let us talk generally. So God bless you, Esther. I love you so much. I love everybody.
Thank you. I sincerely appreciate your call. Alrighty. Hello. Good evening. How are you?
Hello, Esther.
Good evening.
Good evening. Ibrahim is back.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, you're speaking with Ibrahim from Oshodi Solo.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, you're speaking with Ibrahim.
Okay, Ibrahim, welcome. Oh, your voice was low.
Yeah.
Be like say you day inside bedroom.
Yeah. How you doing? Happy New Year.
Welcome.
Esther. How's everything now?
My day we fine. No, we day. How you day?
I hope you're doing a nice job and you're delivering your own message, right?
Yes. Please go
Yeah,
ahead.
that's good now. So, for speaking of article, so when our heavy people, our leaders from Northerners, they just make their mind that they will give Obi the power. So in a way, will be the Northerners will give article answer. And about the issues that it look like everybody is in the Kaduna, him is in the Kaduna. When you come to the ADC, it can't be possible that Obi go win the primary election and will pick issues that he has been biased against. So it's better to him to go for his own Labour Party. So I think now when my people start meeting Northeast, North Central, Northwest, they will challenge him. So this is time where he will step down. So it's my people that will give Atiku Abubakar the answer. For me now, heavy talk never come up. So more would you be watching?
All right. Thank you so much, Barry, for calling. Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much. We're going to take a very short break. The program continues. Do kind of stay with us. We actually still have quite a lot to discuss with you this evening. So we'll take a very short break and obviously we'll continue with the conversation this evening. You're currently listening to the Evening Rush right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM.
Good day, my people. How they go. God go do good for us. Now, Kudos Homes Limited carry me come say make I come tell you now how you go become landladies. Now, Christmas and New Year promo then carry come. We get 20% on top of them land where they for Omu Ketu Ekpe Kudos Heritage Phase 1 where we they sell for 3.5 million naira before. Now, as we don't come out 20% discount, it become 2.8 million. Kudos Heritage Phase 2, Omu, Ketu Ekpe, now 2.5 million naira we dey sell am before. As we come out 20% discount, it don't become 2 million naira. Kudos Town, Ishiwo Ekpe, now 1.5 million naira we dey sell am now. As we don't come out 20% discount, it become 1.2 million. Now this number you go sama 090 59 04 7514 090 59 04 75 14. Make I call am again 090 59 04 75 14. For this Christmas and New Year promo, either make you collect your 20% discount for cash or collect one big bag of rice plus live chicken. Immediately you pay for your land. Now opportunity, this one go be for you to come out for tenant, become landlord or landlady. Come out for house increasement. If person never build in own house at some certain age, na embarrassment it go be. That money where you dey make, where you dey think say you no fit reach buy land, not to talk of build house. If you put mind and you no lavish money anyhow, na im be say you know the thing wey you dey do, because everything na time. Kudos Homes Limited no dey do mago to sell one land for two person. Pay your money and collect your land instanta. Na the number wey you go call be this 090 59 04 7514 090 59 04 75 14 090 59 04 75 14. buy land wey go give you rest of mind. No omonile palava, no be potopoto land, no be acquisition land. Dem land wey dey for Ketu Epe, Kudos Heritage Phase 1 na 3.5 million naira we dey sell am before. Now e don become 2.8 million as we comot 20% discount. Kudos Heritage Phase 2 Omu Ketu Epe na 2.5 million naira we dey sell am before. We comot 20% discount na im make am become 2 million. Kudos Town Ishiwo Epe na 1.5 million naira before, e don become 1.2 million naira now as we comot 20% discount. E come remain for your hand, either make you collect 20% discount cash or collect one big bag of rice plus one live chicken sharparly as you don pay for your land. Na every Thursday and Saturday, Kudos dey carry every customer to their side for free to and fro. To see am before dem go pay money, na to call this number and tell dem make dem leave one seat for you inside motor. Call 090 5904 7514 090 5904 7514. Make I give una the number again: 090 5904 7514. All 20% discount wey we dey comot, na you go collect am immediately wey you don pay for your land. You fit collect 20% discount cash or make you collect one big bag of rice plus one live chicken. Kudos Homes Limited still get land for Delta State for Ibuzo and Enugu where you go build house wey your power reach. You fit come Kudos Homes Limited office wey dey for number 171 Abule Odu bus stop, Egbeda Idimu Road, Egbeda, Lagos. No let this opportunity jump you pass. With Kudos Homes Limited, na your time to become landlord and landlady.
Welcome back. The evening rush still continues, and I told you that every time right here on the Voice of the People 90.3 FM, we're after your well-being. Beyond we intellectually edifying you and keeping you abreast of issues in the polity, we also are concerned about your health, business-wise, mental-wise, emotionally-wise, and in every aspect you can actually consider. And to interest you further, I'm sure you already know they're family members. You guys already know them all the time. So Emerald Global is in the studio. Happy New Year, ladies!
Happy New Year!
Yay!
Happy
2026! Yes, you guys are looking stunning.
Thank you so
You're
much.
literally looking stunning.
Thank you. We are Emerald Global people.
Tell us precisely how Emerald intends to start this year for us. Because all of us, we have our own testimony to give, but let's just hear from you first.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. My name is Ambassador Bisola, and I have here with me Madam Lillian Uzoma, a certified health consultant with 15 years experience. She's here also to even talk about the Emira Elysia. Emira, I know, is an household name here, but I still need to emphasize more on that. Emira Elysia is an organic product, 100% formulation. You know, Emira is an antioxidant, is an antibacterial, is an anti-cancer, is also an anti-inflammation. It's an immune booster as well, you know. So Emira works in so many ways, in any ailments. And even the NAFDAC people, they were like, this product is a novel brand. That they noticed that this product can take care of over 280 diseases in every human being. You know, you'll be taking Emira for one thing. Emira will go into your body and be treating so many things in your body. Emira is made up of essential ingredients, which I would like to talk based on the two active ingredients in it. We have the Asian licorice. We all know about Asian licorice. It's very good in inflammation. It also contains of glycyrrhizin, which is an anti-aging. That's what the Egyptians were using then to make them look younger. Yes. They will also have the alkaline water. We all know what alkaline water does in the body. It helps to balance all the acidity in the body. And once your system is alkalinized, there is no how free radicals can penetrate into it.
Especially toxins or acidic elements.
Yes, that's what the product does. I noticed one thing about Emira. it works in the vital organ of every human being. That's what I feel about it. And I keep telling people that when you have been using a particular product for good 2-3 months, and after that 3 months you are seeing the effect of what you are taking, that shows that product is not effective enough. But within 24 hours of using Emira Elysia, you will see the effect instantly when it comes to Emira. So I have one of our doctor here as well. She will be on ground because we are opening the month of January for people that were, unable to go through their test. Also to have the test.
So especially as you don't go chop Christmas, you hear everything. You not come and detoxify. So that you have a positive mindset for you guys.
So CEO was like, you need to go back and call my people because I know they must have, enjoyed themselves and everything. So we are having 2 days seminar for them to come and detoxify themselves, also to be checked for their health, status. You understand? So we are having the seminar tomorrow, which is on Thursday. We are also having it on Friday as well. But I would like our consultant to talk more on the testimonies.
You're glowing,
no be small thing. No be small thing. Representing Emerald Elixir all the way. Yeah. So I got into contact with Emerald about 3-4 months ago. Prior to that, first and foremost, I'm a certified health consultant with Doctors International, VGC Lagos.
Beautiful.
Okay, so but I've been suffering from this ailment for the past 15 years.
Wow.
It does not have a cure. They call it ulcerative colitis. It is the senior brother of ulcer. You see people that are going through peptic ulcer, gastric ulcer, and all those guts, issues.
And acid reflux.
Mine, I'm telling you, mine is a combination of these stuffs all put together called ulcerative colitis. Well, I've been taking medication, being a certified health consultant. Of course, I've been managing the issue, but according to what I was told, there is no cure. So when I got into contact with this stuff, in fact, on a normal day, I'm never interested in supplements and all that. We like to go the traditional way, obey regulations and all that, which is very good, But the person that told me about Emerald, she was down with partial stroke. I have not heard from her for about 2 years. So when she called me, I was like, what? You're talking now, your speech is no longer slurry. So that got me interested. What did you do? She told me that she took Emerald. Lo and behold, the partial stroke she had, after taking about 4 bottles, everything disappeared. She got so excited. This lady, she's into, crypto and all that, forex, But suddenly, she deviated from all those tech stuffs and started, promoting Emerald. So when she told me about it, I'm like, okay. There's no harm in giving it a trial. So I now used it. The first day I used it, I had this rumble in my stomach. There was a shift. I was like, what's going on? Lo and behold, suddenly, after about a bottle, the symptoms I have been experiencing, everything started disappearing. I used to be anemic. No blood because of the ulcerative colitis, everything balanced. I went for my test, lo and behold, the inflammation going on in my intestine, everything has disappeared. There were no longer ulcerations in my intestines anymore. I got so excited. Now, using my office as a certified health consultant, I started telling people, lo and behold, people with hepatitis, as in this is first-hand testimony. Hepatitis, gone. High blood pressure, gone. Kidney issues, gone. Fatty liver, gone. I was like, what? I was so excited. I had to now start delving into, what exactly does this product contain? I got to know that it contains Asian licorice, it contains carica papaya, and so many other ingredients, which are antioxidants, they're anti-inflammatory, they're detoxifier. The truth is that most of these diseases we suffer from, they all start in the gut.
True.
The gut. If your gut is messed up, you're going to be falling sick, having malarias and typhoid and all that. That is why we are reaching out to everybody. Let us enter 2026 in good health. We don't need to carry the garbages of 2025 into 2026. That is why we're inviting everybody to a free health screening taking place tomorrow, Thursday the 9th, and Friday, 8th January, Thursday, Friday, 9th January. I'm talking about tomorrow
at the
and
head
next
office
tomorrow
of Global.
at 101 Allen Avenue, opposite Alhaji Abibatu Mogaji, Old Alade Market, beside Unity Bank. 9 a.m. Okay. Free health screening and consultation, and we're going to be giving free products, free application of the product. Now, the numbers you are going to call is 080-332-40818.
All right.
I repeat, 080-332-40818. You can also reach us at 080-3300-1851. Remember the address, 101 Allen Avenue. You can't miss it. That is the Emerald Allen Avenue.
That number is very peculiar.
Yeah,
easy 101. 101.
Just beside Unity Bank.
Okay.
9 a.m. Ikeja.
Tomorrow.
We'll be waiting for you tomorrow. Free health screening for
right.
everyone that comes.
Amazing.
The first 50 people that come, free health screening.
You hear, Abby? First 50 people. First come, first serve. Exactly. Yeah. Thank you so much. Miss Pisi, is there anything else you want to say?
I just want to encourage people to come into the company and take good care of themselves.
Okay.
You know, as they all know that we are free giver. You know now. You know, we
cheerful
take care
givers.
of people. Yeah, we are cheerful givers. So I would like to repeat the number again. The first number to call, just send an SMS to that number. Send yes, or I will be there tomorrow and next tomorrow.
SMS, not WhatsApp.
No, they can ask. It's also
WhatsApp.
a WhatsApp line as well.
Okay.
Yes, they can call 080 33 24 08 18. I repeat, 080 33 24 0818. Then the second line to reach out, 080 33 00 1851. I repeat, 080 33 00 1851. Your health is our concern.
Thank you so much, Emerald. Thank you so much. I can see the resplendency of Emerald on your skin. You guys are glowing. And the lady behind as well. Thank you for joining us.
That's Ambassador Joke.
Ambassador Joke. You guys look so fantastic. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for being here with us. And I'm very, very certain they have heard. And Nigerians like freebies. So trust me, they will definitely, attend. And everyone is now very conscious of their health, considering the fact that going to the hospital is very expensive. All of those drugs are also quite expensive. So when they have measures like this to prevent anything that could become drastic, they actually applied. So thank you so much for actually this enlightenment. Well done, Emerald.
Thank you. It's Emerald Global Premium Lifestyle.
Alrighty.